Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David, and this is Sakadan. This is Kim here, and this is Bonhua. We are the new intern in Procter & Gamble. Today, we are going to make a presentation about Tide POD solution. Our presentation will be divided into two main parts, which we will be going to tell about the Tide POD problems, such as the involuntary consumption, the voluntary consumption of Tide PODs, the problems on social media, the Twitter campaign, the software action, and the solution to all of these problems. If you have any question, please leave it until the end of the presentation. I will have time to answer it. So let's first move on to the first problems, which is the voluntary consumption of Tide PODs. So this happened to children and elderly who has dementia. Dementia is when people loses their ability to perform in their daily activity, and it's when children and elderly confuse that Tide POD is a candy because of our colorful packaging of it. And they thought it was a candy, and they confused and mistakenly consume it, which is very harmful to them. And moreover, because of our transparency old packaging, which attracts many of them and confuse them to consume it. So let's move on to this second problem, which is the involuntary consumption of Tide POD. Most of it caused because out of curiosity, some of them see colorful packaging, and they wanted to try and taste it out. So this is it for my part, and I'll hand it on to Sakada to continue.
Thank you. First, let's start with the Tide POD challenge. Tide POD challenge is when kids and teenagers are filming themselves eating Tide PODs and posting it on the internet as part of a joke. Let's move on to the Twitter campaign. Ever since the Tide POD challenge occurred, it has triggered Mr. Harold Zilliger to start a Twitter campaign in order to trash Tide PODs with the hashtag trash Tide PODs and PODs. He also uses famous individuals to promote this Twitter campaign. Next is software action. Because of the problems that the company had faced, we decided to cancel the annual trip, which has triggered the staff to start a software action because they are not happy with the cancellation of our trip. That's it for my part.
So thank you, Sakada. So I will continue with my part, which I will start with the first solution. So my first solution, our company first solution is changing the packaging. First, they use the transparent types of box, and now we are changing into the opaque packaging. So while we are using the transparent box, it could make the children and elderly mistaken use it because of its colorful box. Move to the second solution, which is the child-resistant design. So our Procter & Gamble also come up with a new design. So this one, like the first type of the design is that we need to press the both sides of the lid in order to open the box. And second, we need to press the button down and slide to open it. So it makes a little harder for children to open. So it could also help avoid children from mistakenly use of Tide POD. Move on to my third solution, which is the remove videos of Tide POD from social media. So our company, Procter & Gamble, have cooperated with various types of social medias like YouTube and Facebook in order to remove all the videos and also blocking the contents that is related to Tide POD. And move on to the next solution, which is a cooperation with cooperation with Mr. Harold Zilliger. So our company have worked with Mr. Harold Zilliger. He is the one that came up with the Twitter campaign with a hashtag of trash Tide poison pot. So he tried to stop people from using Tide pot, but now our company have tried to work with him by sending him a letter in order to work together to improve our company as well as to improve the safety of our users. So that's all for my part. Let's move on to Yunho to continue with the solution.
Moving on to another solution is we have working with one of the famous NFL star whose name is Rob Gronkowski, and we have worked with him in making a video about him educate people of how the right way to use Tide Pod, which is show them the bad idea of consuming or eating Tide Pod. As you know, that Tide Pod has made up from 97% of chemical, and it was used to and the purpose of Tide Pod is to use as a laundry detergent, not for eating. And the reason and why we choose him to work with, as you know, that Rob Gronkowski is one of the famous NFL stars, and he is a star of children and teenager in the United States and also around the world. So move on to another solution, which is the convince of the Tide Pod to hold back the Starbucks action. As you know, that the Starbucks action has strike the company and made the company performance become slower and slower. So we have wrote a letter to Miss Sheila Joyce, who is known as a leader of the Starbucks action and also a team member of the Tide Pod team. And in the letter we wrote to her and to persuade her to stop those kind of strike to the company by telling her that the TNT have worked really hard to solve the problem about the Tide Pod and the Tide Pod challenge. And if the Tide Pod team has conducted the Starbucks action, the company might get slow, and all the hard work that the PNG have put into solving the problem has become a waste and meaningless. And also, we have telling her that if the Starbucks action could not be solved and the employee starting to stop working, the public might think that our employee and the Tide Pod team has didn't focus on the benefit of the customer, but they only think of their annual trip. So moving on to another solution, which is issuing the new policy. As you know that during the Starbucks action, the employee have spending most of their time playing any different social media and they have argued with the customer by using many bad words and offensive words to our customer. And after seeing this, the upper management has conducted the new policy in restricting the use of the social medias during the office hour. As the upper management have conducted the rule to all the employees not to work, not to spend their time playing or using any social media during their working hours, and also to telling them that the customer is not be treated that bad. And this is all for the solution. So to sum up, our team has talked about the Tide Pod problem, and such as involuntary consumption, and the solution to this is, as you know, that the Tide Pod challenge, the involuntary consumption was caused by the misunderstanding between the Tide Pod and the candy. And the solution to this is the P&G and the Tide Pod team has changed the packaging and the way that they can the way to open the Tide Pod bucket, and also the voluntary consumption, which is the Tide Pod challenge, which the teenager posting the video challenge each other to eat the Tide Pod. And the solution to this is the company have worked with the big social media companies such as Facebook and YouTube in stopping those kind of challenge by the YouTube. They have blocked all the video that related to the type of challenge, and also in this voluntary consumption, the company also worked with one of the NFL star, Rob Gronkowski, to make a video about him educating people about the bad idea of consuming the Thai pot. Also, the problem in the social media, such as as you know, the employee having arguing with the public and the customer, and the solution to this is the upper management has conducted a rule by restricting the the time of using social media during the office hour. And the last problem is the Twitter campaign, which is which was founded by Mr. Harold Ziegler. And the solution is we have wrote the letter to persuade him and ask him to work with the P&G and the Thai pot team to improve the company and the Thai pot. And also the stop action, we have wrote a letter to persuade Ms. Jalop Jones to ask all the Thai pot team to stop those stop action and come and improve, work together with P&G to improve the company and get through all those difficulty time. So thank you everyone for your attention. Is there any question?